Welcome to Urban Legends, and in tonight's episode, we'll be traveling to the dense jungles of the Congo, where the native tribes tell of a species of giant spider, and they're not the only people to have encountered them. This is the story of the J'ba Fofi, also known as the Congolese Giant Spider. Arthur John Symes was an English missionary who explored the jungle surrounding Lake Nyassa in the 1890s. Arthur and his men had been warned by native tribes about the presence of giant spiders in the jungle, but they casually dismissed these stories as mere superstition. As they trekked through some particularly dense vegetation one afternoon, some of Arthur's men suddenly became entangled in a giant spider's web. As they screamed and tried to free themselves, two incredibly large spiders emerged from the foliage. One had a leg span of roughly 2 feet, while the other was twice that size. The agile spiders attacked, biting and injecting their hapless victims with potent venom. Some missionaries were killed, and Arthur himself was badly bitten. In a desperate struggle, he drew his pistol and shot one of the spiders, mortally wounding the creature, and the other fled. Arthur managed to escape the encounter with his few remaining men. He reached the nearest village, but the strong venom had taken its toll. Arthur was badly swollen around the bite mark, and a terrible fever set in. Despite his condition, he managed to record the incident before slipping into a coma. He died soon afterwards. The Congolese giant spider is unlike any other arachnid, with its leg span described as reaching an impressive 3 to 4 feet long. It hatches from small peanut-sized eggs and appears pale yellow in color as an infant. As the spider ages, it darkens to a shade of brown with a purple mark on its abdomen. It possesses potent venom, and its primary prey includes small forest game, such as the duiker, which is a type of antelope. Behaviorally, the arachnid is thought of as a burrowing spider. It digs tunnels under tree roots and camouflages them with large screens of leaves. Its webs are almost invisible when stretched between its burrow and a neighboring tree. These webs act as a network of trip lines, alerting the spider when prey is nearby. Some liken its behavior to that of a trapdoor spider, suggesting that it might be an unclassified species of this type. The most famous sighting of the Congolese giant spider happened in 1938. A British explorer couple named Reginald and Marguerite Lloyd were driving along a dirt road that cut through a dense jungle in the heart of the Congo on a particularly humid day. From out of the undergrowth, something large moved across the road, and Reginald slammed the brakes on to avoid hitting what he thought was a monkey or a large cat. As the couple looked on, they realized that this was nothing that they had seen before. It was a spider of gigantic proportions, and it was right there in front of the car. Its sheer size left them dumbfounded. It just didn't make sense, but they were able to observe it fully before it crawled into the vegetation on the other side of the road. Afterwards, the couple learned more about what they had seen from the local tribes, who educated Reginald and Marguerite on the J'ba Fofi. The largest spider recognized by science today is the Goliath bird-eating spider. This creature can have a leg span up to 30 centimeters and a body length of up to 13 centimeters. They weigh up to 175 grams, which is heavy for an arachnid. The bird-eater does possess venom, but to be bitten by one feels like being stung by a wasp. The fossil record, however, says that an 8-legged creature of much larger proportions once roamed the earth. Megarachne cervinii was discovered through fossil remains found in Argentina, where it lived approximately 300 million years ago. It is estimated that Megarachne's leg span was around 50 centimeters and its body was around 33 centimeters, which borders on the size of the Congolese giant spider. The fossilized remains include parts of its exoskeleton, which reveal details about its anatomy. While some researchers say that Megarachne was a large spider, others suggest that it was a type of a giant harvestman rather than a spider. Harvestmen are arachnids but differ from true spiders. Could these creatures actually be what people are seeing in the Congo? Like most cryptid cases, modern science dismisses the existence of the Congolese giant spider. There are eyewitness accounts, many stories, and even some grainy footage of these creatures, but no concrete proof. Explorers on modern expeditions to the Congo have reported finding unusually large spider webs from time to time, and while intriguing, these do not conclusively prove the existence of a giant spider, as large webs can also be constructed by colonies of smaller spiders working together. For generations, however, native tribes of the Congo have spoken of extraordinarily large arachnids, and these tales have been passed down through oral tradition. Interestingly, while these stories and descriptions differ slightly from one tribe to another, the common thread is the existence of an unusually large spider, and many claim to have seen them. Some tribal elders speak of instances where these spiders have been hunted, often described as a dangerous venture given the spider's aggressive nature, although they all indicate that they are seen less and less as time goes on. Remember as well that the Goliath bird-eating spider was only discovered in 1965 during an expedition in Venezuela. Before that, there were stories of giant spiders that feasted on hummingbirds, and this was passed off as myth. What do you think about the Congolese giant spider, or J'ba Fofi? Is it purely legend? Or do these creatures exist in the dense jungles of the Congo? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos, turning all notifications to on.